All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. I still don't know what I'll title the last one that I filmed, but this is Dearly Beloved Tuesday, September 18th, 2018, and I can assure you, shout out God bless to Mr. Carl Azus, who works for CNN, and the reason why I say that because his show on CNN titled CNN 10 is something that I watch with my life work crew over there at FCTC pretty much every day, or at least Monday through Friday, that is. And if anyone who once again doesn't know, LifeWork is a program that runs through St. Johns County. I don't know if they have one of these in every county, but I definitely know they have one in St. Johns County that runs through the county that helps fresh out of high school students find work within the community. I think I literally said this to one of my commenters on one of my previous videos within the last month. That's what I'm doing currently right now. I'm pretty much paying my dues in order to get back into the school system as an official volunteer during the school day or something in that regard, because like I said, a lot of children to mentor, a lot of children to help heal, and a lot of love to spread, and a lot of positivity to keep on growing, and just so many other things that I can literally keep on shouting out about and touting. You get the point. But to once again let y'all be again more 100 with it. So yeah, Carl Zeus. I've watched him with the Life Work crew every pretty much Monday through Friday every week on CNN 10. I would say his reporting on there, again, is good, is great. It's similar to the same reporting I've seen on so many other, YouTube channels and other media platforms and etc. Like I say, like I've already done plenty of reports with myself just sitting in front of my iPhone camera or even my iPad camera. I've already done so much reporting just sitting in front of one of these two cameras talking about whatever I'm going to talk about. But it keeps on inspiring you more and more and more to keep on doing more and more reporting of whatever you're reporting about, whatever you're analyzing. It really inspires you when you kind of see other people do it. It kind of inspires you even more and more to keep doing it yourself. Honestly. So I just wanted to say shout out, God bless to him on that, because definitely watching him every day on CNN 10 continuously gives me the more the more love to keep, the more, I want to say love and inspiration. It's one of those two words, or even both. Keep on doing what I'm doing with what I'm doing here. I mean, I already had it before him. Like I already did this way before I started watching him. Sat in front of a camera, gave my analysis. I already did it before I ever started watching CNN 10. But I'm saying, seeing him do it continuously, every day, Monday through Friday, makes it even more like keep on doing it. It's like seeing someone else do it. You continuously get, I want to say you get a deeper love for it each and every time, with no matter who you see doing it, but you get a continually deeper love for it because of just how riveting it is. Is a good word of saying how riveting it is. It's amazing how I said it good first time, and the the third time I stuttered, but you get the point. Now, sorry I'm scratching my nose a lot. My nose just itches a lot in this video. But one of the top things I want to let y'all once again know that this video is supposed to be titled or covering once again two shows that if I can ever get screenplays for or scripts for, scripts to produce and etc. And they're pretty much have more of a chance of being based upon everyday life. Like they have a better chance at being like segments within everyday life rather than me probably writing a full length script to it. Honestly, but it all depends. You got to get the right people for it. Honestly, either way. Whether it's segments within a reality show or whether it's a whole script that people are acting out, you got to do what you got to do with getting the right people for it. But I'm saying forever hold your peace and The Verge, two shows that honestly, if I could bring up to Lifetime, the TV channel, and or even Oprah Winfrey's network of OWN, I would absolutely love to do. And one of the top reasons why I would love to do is because I've definitely watched some shows or movies on both those networks before, and I've definitely seen some quite a bit of interesting things that fit the scheme fit of what both shows, at least in my ideologies, are about. In my ideologies, The Verge once again will be something that's focused on how my core belief, once again, ladies and gentlemen, baptized June 22nd, 2018. Again, sometimes I get so caught up in saying the next sentence that I end up messing it up in the process instead of saying it clearly. Now, once again, I just have a really itchy nose this time around. So that's why I'm itching my nose so much. But, potentially go into more in depth. The Verge for me is pretty much an episode of, or a series, pretty much covering the fact being it's like, to my core belief, I know God is real. I know Jesus is real. Again, it's God's gift timing each and every day in my life. My life revolves around God's gift timing. I put in a song titled God's Gift Timing, starring the buoyant Bryce and City, Nice soccer stars that are both juniors now, and again, continuously just young soccer phenoms. And I hope to God they end up making Team USA one day for these Olympics, because they're just phenomenal young soccer stars, and I would love to see them shine on those big stages. They're just awesome. And other than that, is the fact being that, to my core belief, I love Jesus, I love God, I believe in faith, I believe in religion, spirituality, and etc. I've always said for the longest time that that I believe it was religion. I think I said religion was created to give people a sense of moral code and a higher learning purpose. So, I'm a fan of religion, I'm a fan of faith, but I can assure you that one of the top things you got to realize in today's day and age, more than ever, there's a good sense of faith in religion. There's also a bad sense. And a lot of people continuously negatively use and abuse the bad sense every single day, which is one of the top reasons why you have the crime, the corruption, and just so many negative aspects of society that exist. Because, once again, people take religion and they twist it for their own negative garbage. Complete waste, complete negative filth, honestly. It's like saying they take religion and twist it negatively to keep you in an oppression, which is what so many countries and so many people have been facing and battling with for years, decades, I want to say centuries, but definitely years and decades. They've been battling that. They've been battling people taking their religion, twisting it negatively to keep them in an oppression and keep them down and negatively vulnerable and everything. And I can assure you that, again, faith and religion, if you were to ask me, was, again, never meant for any of that torture and negative pain and just absolute garbage. It was never meant for that, but you also got to realize, for everything God does good, the devil can and will take it for and use it for his negative to keep on, damning souls to hell. Again, that's biblical, by the way. I didn't just say damn or damning for no good reason. That's biblical, by the way. The devil can and will take anything that, any and everything God uses for his good and take it to flip it to a negative to use for his, use it for, again, the suffering, the oppression, use it for his soul-sucking negative. Wow, I'm scratching my nose a lot in this video. But I don't think I've, again, told y'all what The Verge is. For me, The Verge is like saying, imagine you grow up in a conservative Christian household, or even a strict Christian household. It's like saying, imagine you grow up in one of those two. Especially, I'm going to say, imagine if you grow up in a strict Christian household. Imagine doing that. And then left and right, as you get older and you get smarter and you get wiser and even, you could say, more outgoing, and you start questioning things and questioning people and authorities and why they're doing this and doing that, and you know the Bible enough for yourself in order to challenge them in their theories and their talks and their actions, you start to realize you've been duped this entire time. And I don't mean duped to where faith and religion is fake, but I'm saying duped to where you were trying hard all this time to be the most respectful, orderly, courageous, civil human being you could. Based upon what your parents or whoever it is who raised you brought you upon, just for you to get, as I said, older, wiser, and etc., and realize, wait a minute, I'm working my butt off trying to be just, the most best well-behaved person in every bit of my life I can. But turn around one day, you start realizing, oh wait, what about this level of hypocrisy, this sin, this act of two-faced sense that you see the same people who raised you upon this strict form of religion or strict form of faith or whatever you want to call it on, but definitely in terms of Christianity, imagine the same people who raised you upon that, you know, you start to study their patterns of behavior and realize, oh wait, they've been, you know, yelling at me all this time, or they've been teaching me not to be two-faced, not to be double standard, and, you know, not to tell lies. But yet, as you get older, you realize, oh wait, and study their patterns of behavior, you realize, oh wait, lies, double standards, hypocrisy, two-facedness, you know, all this sin and all this forgery and all this adultery. You realize the same stuff that they taught you not to do, they've been condoning for years. They've been condoning for years. In some type of way, they've been condoning for years. And then when you go to them and confront them about it, they want to look at you as if you're the crazy one, you know, for confronting them about it and calling them out for what they do, for what they have done. They still look at you as you're the crazy one, and, you know, and tell you, you know, whatever else it is that they tell you, you know. And it's like saying, if you were to ask me, that's enough to make any young boy or girl, that's enough to make any young person want to give up on faith and religion after that. To know that you've been fighting your entire life this hard to be the most respectful, civilized, orderly, you know, young person, and then to turn around the people that raised you. Again, this is series after series after series on active television. You know, movie after movie on active television, you know, on Netflix and etc. This stuff has been out there for decades. But the biggest thing I'm trying to express there is that I think that, at least from what I've learned over my entire 20-year life, you know, and experiencing it and seeing it and hearing it, you know, as I said before, the verge is pretty much like saying, you're on the verge of losing your faith. You're on the verge of losing your religion. You're on the verge of saying and declaring to yourself that all faith and religion is just a bunch of false forgery, hypocrisy, or the simplest way of saying it, it's a hoax. It's something that crazy people just use to define how crazy they are at the end of the day. Now, once again, to say that, some people might be looking like, what are you talking about, Nate? Think about it. Put yourself in those shoes of millions of people who actually, you know, within faith and religion, they grew up in a heavily faith, religion, whatever family, and they got used, they got abused, they got whatever it is, or if not used and abused, they just, you know, they got, again, they saw the lies, they saw the double standards, they called them out, and they got ridiculed for it. It doesn't always have to be physical. It doesn't always have to be fully emotional. It could just be you seeing what you see and people denying it and trying to pretend that they're right for doing wrong all day long. I'm saying that when you've gone through that, ladies and gentlemen, it's enough to put you on the verge of saying that all faith and religion is a hoax. It's enough to put you on the verge and say that it's just something that crazy people use to define how crazy they are. But as I said before, through my faith over the years, my core belief is I can't fully admit that. And I mean, I can't fully admit it in an actual, like, I authentically believe it type way. But it is something that at times I do contest in the back of my mind because I see the examples all day long. Or if not all day long, I see it often. You know, and it honestly disgusts me because I don't understand how people can keep claiming Jesus left and right, but they don't know patience, they don't know self-control, they don't know morals, they don't know how to admit that they are weak and seek those vices of help. They don't know how to do that. They rather just keep, again, lying to themselves and pretending that they're right for being wrong and keep staying in their, I call it a bigot bubble. Keep staying in their bigot bubble because that's just what's comfortable to them, and that's, you know what keeps them in their rut. You know, so that's what The Verge is about, ladies and gentlemen. I'm happy that I could explain, if not all of it, parts of it to you all. The Verge is definitely something that I hope to make into some type of show eventually, whether it's a full-length reality TV show, whether it's something that I had to write a script for. I definitely look forward to turning it into a show some of these days, because I definitely believe that that's just my own personal title for these issues that we face on a daily basis within faith and religion. People who claim Jesus, but they don't live up to anything. They want to claim Jesus, or if they want to preach Jesus, but they don't practice what they preach, and they want to look at you as you're crazy for calling them out on not practicing what they preach. Again, people who are false, poor representations of it, but never want to admit it. Take care. I love y'all. Your boy, the man, NJ to the City.